Every day is something different as a responder for Three Rivers Ambulance Authority.
People don't always realize it's not all glamorous like you see on TV. You know, you're not always in the midst of blood and guts.
Michael Mans has been TRAA's Director of Operations for about a month, but he's been with the company for over 20 years.
You could say there's not a typical day, but really there is.
First, paramedics and EMTs check the ambulances to make sure they have everything they need before their calls.
We head out to a different location throughout the city, and then we make a run there and take care of the patient and transport them to the hospital. When you come back in service, you get assigned maybe back to the same area that you were or maybe another area.
And they stay in the ambulance for the entire shift, ready to respond to other calls.
Of course, sometimes there's a reason for them to come back, to get supplies or things like that, but normally they go out for the entire 12-hour shift.
It's a lot of time to spend in the cab, especially with the ongoing staff shortage. Mann says paramedics and EMTs aren't the only ones feeling the effects.
It's a lot of stress on the system. It puts a lot of stress on the dispatchers, a lot of stress on the crews. It can be a very stressful time.
He says there's been times when TRAA ambulances haven't been able to respond to calls.
If it happens once a year, that's more often than it should.
But new Executive Director Joel Benz says things are looking up. They're training new employees, and previous part-timers are starting to come back.
Just being able to see, the impact that's occurring on the street level, having more staff available and more staff out there, and it's near and dear to my heart, and so it's exciting to see some positive things happen.
In Fort Wayne, I'm Kelsey Mannix, Fox 55 News.
Both Benz and Mans say one of the best parts of being a paramedic is being able to interact with and care for different people all over the fort.